is going to be a little more technical and less personal. Today, I want to discuss about how to help you when you're stuck in a rut, when you don't know what to do and you're really confused. Because I've been in those situations many times, and these things have helped me. And I know people who have been in this situation and have used these techniques and have gotten out of it. So, I want to teach you something called anchoring. So, you know that there are senses, right? So, one is visual, auditory, olfactory, which is what we see with our eyes, what we hear, what we smell, and what we taste, gustatory, and kinesthetic. Okay, so depending on each of these senses, I'm going to tell you what you can do, give you examples, and then you can build on that and work for yourself. So visual is obviously Netflix for me. So watch any video that visually engages you and distracts you and gives you a different state. So I remember I told you that if you act as if you're in that emotional state, your neural responses will start triggering those chemical changes in your body, and that will become your emotional state. So maybe watch something. Okay, watch something depending on your mood. Watch something happy, watch something romantic, watch something funny. So you can watch anything that you want your emotional state to be in. Second is auditory. So you obviously know about Pavlov's experiment where he would ring the bell and the dog would start salivating. So he did something called a conditioning. So he conditioned the dog by giving the food, and later he rang the bell every time he gave the food to the dog. So the next time, every time he rang the bell, the dog would start salivating automatically, even when there was no food. So he conditioned the dog. So you can listen to some music and condition your body. Like, I really like Tibetan music, and the sound of metal clanging and white noise. So you can play some background music that really suits you and heals you. So we are done with visual and we're done with auditory. Third one is olfactory. Everyone loves scented candles. I used to love Bath and Body Works, but then I shifted to more organic products. So there are a lot of available options on Amazon, and even you can go to your local stores and buy scented candles. Put some essential oils and aroma diffuser in your room, and just start smelling things that remind you of something good. There are people who have memory recollection due to a particular smell. So they smell a particular scent and they remember a memory. So you obviously, that is proof of how olfactory senses can help as an anchor. Okay, and gustatory, obviously we all eat a lot when we get depressed, when we're low. We eat something that we really love, especially chocolates or something sweet or something savory, that will cheer our mood up. So you can choose your food item and keep it handy, that okay, fine, when I'm upset I'm going to have a bite of this, and your body will automatically register that as condition you to feel better whenever you have that bite. The other one is kinesthetic. So this is something I really love. So getting into a bath, taking a hot water bath, or just getting in the process of getting into your bed, going snugly inside your blanket, putting your head on your pillow, on the pillow. So just like relaxing and being in that relaxed state of mind, yeah, you can and use these as anchors. Okay. Now that we're done with anchoring, the other issue that I would like to address in today's video is, when we have conversations, we have arguments, and we're very upset with it, and both parties don't come to a conclusion. The thing is, what is our reality is not their reality. As I told you, that perception, it's all about perception, it's not reality. So the perception that we have is not what the fact is. Okay, so everyone has their own perspective, and everyone is right in their own perspective. Now, how do we solve an argument? So first is you need to have an agreement form. So you need to know in what way do they have their agreement, and what way do you have your agreement. So you need to know, okay, that this is the data point from my side, this is the data point from their side. So once you have the data point, you start building bridge, right? So you build a bridge. So now when you're building bridge, one very important thing is you cannot say the word but. So you cannot say, you said this, you did something nice, but you did this. So but is a very negative connotation used in these conversations. So you have to build bridge in such a way that it is positive for the other person to hear. So suppose you say, you did this, and that led to this, and that led to this effect, right? So you are forming a chain of events that you experienced, and you are giving your peace of mind according to what you experienced. Then the other party can tell what they experienced and the chain of events that they went through, right? So in the process of this, you guys build a bridge. So we finished agreement forms, building bridge. So that is A and B. Now C is to create alternative. So you create or you both come to a middle ground, or you come 30 and 70, or you come 60 and 40. It doesn't always have to be 50-50, but you come to a alternative that you both can agree upon, right? So A is agreement form, B is building bridge, and C is creating alternative. This is something I learned in an NLP course, and I really wanted to share this knowledge with you. So I hope this will help you. I want to give you a lot more examples, but that would be better if it is more personal, and I can do it if you sign up for my one-on-one call. Marketing strategy. Yeah. So today's topic was about anchoring, and about how to converse when you get into an argument. One more thing that I would like to say before ending today's video is nobody is perfect, and it's okay not to be perfect. I had this problem that I have to be perfect. Everything I do has to be perfect. There cannot be anything that goes missing. But you have to remember that when you focus on one thing, other things will end up getting neglected for that particular time. And that is itself called prioritizing. And we all have to learn the art of prioritizing, and remember that it's okay not to be perfect. Remember, what do I say at the end? We got this. Bye.